It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. A man charged with murder months after investigators found his girlfriend's remains in the Kentucky River. What the victim's son is saying about the suspect.
What EKU students are saying about a threatening message police found in a bathroom on campus.
And dramatic video shows the terrifying seconds as a passenger plane crashed in Taiwan this morning.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome. It's so nice to have you with us. And here we are in the middle of the week. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. We are tracking some big changes this morning. Temperatures could hit almost 50 degrees today.
Before they go down again. Tracking a chance of snow showers tomorrow morning and overnight. For the latest on weather, let's go to First Alert meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, it's just one of those types of things you just don't get used to. Sitting there at roughly 50 degrees this afternoon. We'll be in the upper 40s for most. But then we head toward the teens tonight. It's going to be remarkable to see this big-time cold front roll on through. You're going to be seeing a huge temperature gradient, meaning down toward the south overnight. We'll probably be right there in the 30s, 40s by midnight. But by midnight, we'll be in the 20s, maybe even teens up north. So it's just going to be a cold air plunging on in. Right now, we're in the 20s and 30s. And today's forecast, 48. It's a pretty nice day. It's not too bad. We're sitting roughly 50 degrees by the afternoon with a mixture of sun and clouds. Going into the night, that's what you want to know about, and I'll go over that in your latest forecast coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in just a bit, and we thank you very much.
We are tracking breaking news this morning out of Clark County, where police across central Kentucky searching for an escaped inmate. Kentucky
State Police say 31-year-old Robert Allen O'Hare escaped while collecting trash. Troopers tell us that he was reported missing around 3 o'clock this morning. O'Hare was in the Clark County Detention Center for theft by deception, as well as fleeing and evading police, resisting arrest, and some other charges. We're tracking the search for him. We'll bring you the latest information as we get it this morning.
And we are tracking a developing story out of Taiwan this morning. That's where officials confirm 15 people have died after a plane crashed into a river outside of Taipei.
This video comes to us from Taiwanese broadcaster TVBS. You can see the Tunisian flight turning on its side, one of the wings clipping a bridge. If you look closely, you'll see the wing also hits a taxi on the roadway. The Taiwanese flight had 58 people on board. The plane clipped a bridge shortly after takeoff. 16 people have been injured in the crash. 30 people still reported as missing right now.
Frightening scene there. Well, he says the arrest came as a relief, and this morning the son of a murdered Lexington woman is demanding justice against the man now charged with the crime.
Lexington police arrested 59-year-old Paris Charles. They say he killed his girlfriend, Golda Massey, last fall. Investigators say they found her remains in 2 Kentucky counties. Garrett Weimer talked to Massey's son about the arrest.
With Charles' arrest here on Chatsworth Drive, Massey's son, Zachariah Massey, says he's relieved to finally be on the path to getting some answers. Inside the Bourbon County Detention Center, facing a robbery charge of his own for an unrelated case, Zachariah Massey says the whole process has seemed unreal.
My mom's gone. She was an amazing, wonderful person. Never meet a greater person in your life.
Investigators say they found parts of Goldie Massey's body in the Kentucky River in Henry and Jessamine counties.
No one deserves to die like that, but especially someone as amazing as her.
Lexington police spent hours removing evidence after arresting Paris Charles. He's charged with murder and abuse of a corpse.
We break men's law all the time, but as far as God's law, as long as he faces, consequences for that, then that's fine by me.
Massey says he's now trying to find forgiveness for the man accused of killing his mother.
My mom always told me to forgive people. I mean, I think if you take someone's life, your life should be taken. But at the same time, I think that's too easy. I think he should have to live out the rest of his days in prison if he's in fact guilty, and the rest of eternity in hell.
Massey says he hopes to set up a visitation and funeral, which he says hopefully helps him find some closure. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Thank you, Garrett. Fayette County court records show Paris Charles had multiple domestic violence cases, but none of the cases we found involved Golda Massey. Charles is scheduled to be arraigned later today at 1 o'clock.
Some disturbing accusations this morning against a former Franklin County caregiver. Investigators say he sexually abused two intellectually disabled adults in his care. Police arrested 23-year-old Damon Heath. They say he used to work for Community Choices Unlimited, which manages some facilities in Frankfort. The Kentucky Attorney General's office says Heath had sexual contact with the two victims multiple times between April of 2013 and last month. Heath has been charged with sexual abuse, sodomy, and knowingly abusing a vulnerable adult. He's set to appear in court this morning at 9.
Police have arrested a Rowan County couple they say put their infant in danger. State police charged 31-year-old Carlin Engelbrecht and 21-year-old Jesse Stacy with wanton endangerment. Yesterday morning, police say someone noticed the couple's infant alone in the driveway of a home on Freestone Road. Police say they could not find the child's parents at first. They say they took that child to the hospital where the parents later showed up. The infant was not injured and is now with social services.
A frightening message found in a bathroom of Eastern Kentucky University, and now EKU police have issued a public safety alert because of it. Investigators say the message made a threat against the campus on a specific day. Jordan Valines talked to some EKU students about that threatening message.
A message with an early warning of violence.
Graffiti written on the bathroom stall door that threatened violence, gun violence against EKU students on February 11th, 2015.
Prompted an immediate warning by the university.
We're taking this incident very seriously.
On Tuesday, each student received a public safety alert email informing them of the threat.
There's never been any violence before, any like threats.
I didn't actually see the graffiti, but it's me angry personally.
The threatening message scribbled on a bathroom stall in Combs Hall implied that on February 11th, someone was going to bring a gun onto campus and hurt students and staff members.
Well, as you can see, there aren't any surveillance cameras here on the walls next to the bathroom where this incident took place, which is why police say they need the public's help in order to find the person who did this.
Classes are expected to go on as usual that day. A decision
We shouldn't have class on February 11th.
that students are split over.
I will still go to class. I'm not going to let something like that stop me.
University officials say if the person responsible is not caught before the 11th, then there will be extra security on campus that day as a precaution. In Richmond, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Now, university officials believe the threatening message was written on Monday night while classes were still in session.
A grand jury will consider the case against a man accused of causing a crash that killed a child. 36-year-old Jason Combs faces murder and DUI charges in Perry County. During a hearing on Tuesday, police testified that Combs admitted to using cocaine and other drugs the night of the crash. On January 24th, police say Combs' car crashed into another car in Perry County. A child in the second car, 9-year-old Randall Wells, later died. Randall's mother says she'll be fighting for justice.
As long as he spends the rest of his life in jail, I'll be satisfied. But it ain't right for him to be sitting in jail with the roof over his head, a bed to sleep in, 3 meals to eat, and my baby laying in the ground. You know, it's not right.
Combs' attorneys did not comment, saying they're still looking over evidence.
A gas leak forced firefighters to evacuate a dozen homes in a Lexington neighborhood. Firefighters say someone noticed the leak on Sandhurst Cove off Patch and Wilkes and called for help late last night. Firefighters evacuated the home as a precaution. They say no one was injured. Columbia Gas officials say a small gas line inside one of the homes is what caused the problem. Firefighters checked gas levels inside all of the homes before allowing people to go back inside. The nation's only undefeated team played for win number 22 last night, and the Cats faced a rally from Georgia in the second half.
Andrew Harrison and Carl Anthony Towns combined for 38 points at Rupp Arena. Harrison scored a season-high 23 points against the Dogs. The Cats will play for their 23rd win this Saturday in Gainesville against the Florida Gators.